Hello students, how are you all doing? So students, today I am going to introduce one new topic for all of you. So this is analytical paragraph. This topic is just freshly or newly edited by in our syllabus. Earlier we had story writing and now CBSE has changed this topic with analytical paragraph. So, section B, question number 4, it will come as half and it will be of 10 marks, and you will get the question in your paper like writing an analytical paragraph on the basis of the given map, chart, report, line graph, etc. in about 150 to 200 words. So first of all, let's discuss what is analytical paragraph. An analytical paragraph is a written text based on the analysis of a data. It basically explains your thesis or arguments regarding a subject with evidences. In other words, we can say an analytical paragraph does not just describe the data but also points out some specific parts from it to justify your statement. And for writing an analytical paragraph, we need few strategies and few points we have to keep in mind. So what is analytical paragraph, students? You will get any map, any charts or any kind of bar graph. You have to analyze that matter, you have to analyze that map, that chart or whatever the figure you will get, and you, after your analyzation, after your observation, you have to convert your views, your observation into a big paragraph. So this is called analytical paragraph. Here you cannot add up your point, you cannot add up the things by your side. You have to analyze the paragraph purely by the as per the given statement, as per the given figure, and after your observation you have to make your paragraph just purely based on your observation. So few points you have to keep in your mind while writing an analytical paragraph. First of all, read the data carefully. The map, the charts, the pie chart or any kind of graph that you will get, you have to read that pie chart, maps or anything carefully. Give your 2, 3, 4 minutes and observe everything very keenly. Observe and watch every corner of that given figure and then make your data. Second point, understand the topic on which analytical paragraph to be written. So here you have to keep in mind that exactly what is the topic that I have to write. Sometimes it happened that topic would not be mentioned in the question. So you have to find out by your side that what is my agenda, what is my topic on which I have to write analytical paragraph. Third, use the trends as an evidence to support your statement. So if the topic is about any common topic, so here you can add up your trends, add up the trendy things there. If literally that thing or that your points are really matching with the paragraph, so you can add up your point just in case if your points are really exactly matching with the agenda, matching with the topic. Next, carefully study the trends, figures and information given for analysis. So before you start writing, first of all analyze deeply, profoundly everything, and then when you are sure in your mind, when you are really ready with your observation, then afterwards start writing. Because sometime it happened, you have just started the writing portion, and while writing you got an idea, and that time you just cut that earlier paragraph and you are just writing any new one, so it seems really bad. So avoid cutting in the paragraph, avoid cutting in your mark sheet, answer sheet. Make up your mind first of all 100%, and then start writing your paragraph. Do not do any kind of cuttings in the answer sheet. Next, give a clear introduction and conclusion. So here, first of all, you have to write the introductory sentence or introductory paragraph. This paragraph should be clear in sense. Here you have to clearly mention that what you have observed, what is your analyzation, and on which topic you are writing your paragraph. It should be clear. The introduction should be clear, and the conclusion here, at the end of the at the last paragraph, you will conclude your views, you will conclude your analytical paragraph. Here also you will make it clear that this is the conclusion I am giving you, and here all the points I have taken. So few elements will be there, elements of an analytical paragraph. Let's find out. Claim or topic statement. So make a clear statement or give a title to your para about you want to communicate based on the given data. So if the topic is not clearly mentioned in the question, you have to introduce the topic to the reader, and here make it clear that exactly what is your topic. So write clearly very first the topic, mention the topic at top of the para, and then start writing. Evidence. Use the figures or the textual information to justify your argument. So use the figure that you are going to get. You can use that same figure. You can mention that here you can see the paragraph is mentioned. Yeah, in the paragraph it's mentioned this and this data. So you can use the figure that you will get, and to make your textual information more clear. Explanation. Next. Explain your analysis and understanding of the data in detail. So after introduction, second or third paragraph, you have to here explain everything deeply. You have to turn every stone here. So explain your idea more and more clearly by analyzing, by writing each and everything you have to mention here deeply. And then last is conclusion. So what is the conclusion? End the paragraph with rewriting your arguments in a new way. So conclusion, here you will conclude your thing, here you will conclude your views, and here you will revise everything from top to bottom, main points. But the main thing you have to keep in mind that while rewriting your ideas, use another language to make it different or to make it more beautiful. Let's move ahead. What else we can do here? So students, here in this analytical paragraph, we will get a map or a chart can come to analyze, or any report can come, or even line graph can come. So whatever you will get, map, chart, report or line graph, you have to analyze that figure, and afterward you have to make a big paragraph because it's a part of long composition. So here you have to make a big paragraph, like you can divide your full paragraph into 1, 2, 3 or 4. So the word limit they have mentioned, it is 150 to 200 words, but you can write more. So here we have to analyze everything. The things you have to keep in mind are: read the question carefully, summarize the information by selecting the main idea, You can also make relevant comparisons. So what is it? If needed, if required, you can make the relevant comparison. If two pie charts or two charts or two maps they have provided, so in that case you can do the comparison also. And don't add your own information or data, and especially if it is not related to that paragraph. And last thing, aim for about 160 to 190 words, means do not write under the word count. If they have mentioned 150 to 200 words, so try to write one more than 150 word but less than 200 words. Okay, so now I'm going to introduce here one solved example of analytical paragraph. So students, here you can see I have taken one example to show you that what kind of question you will get and how you can give the answer. So first of all, pay attention towards the question here. Given alongside is a graph that pertains to the percentage of population living below the poverty line across different states of India in 2 years, 1973 to 74 and 1999 to 2000. Use the information provided to write a paragraph on the age-old problem of poverty in India. Mention the regional trends and the way the scenario has changed over the years. So here you can see we have two bar graph, we can say, in a single one, merged in a single one. So you can see two bar graphs here is merged in single one, and the bar graph in here the downside you can see the states are mentioned: Odisha, Bihar, Madhya Pradesh, Uttar Pradesh, Maharashtra, West Bengal, Tamil Nadu, Karnataka, Rajasthan, Andhra Pradesh, Gujarat. And one bar is darkened whereas other one is light. So it's the dark one bar is showing that year 1970 to 74, and the light one shows 1999 to 2000. So here we have to observe everything, and afterward we have to make our answer. So observe the full graph slow by slow, that exactly what you can write here if you have to write or make one paragraph as per based on this question. So the topic they have introduced to us in the question, if you have noted down, they have mentioned at the last line of this that poverty in India. So this will be our main agenda of observation, that in which year what kind of poverty was there and what is the difference between over the years and what is the pattern. So we can make our title, we can make our first introductory line here just by picking up from the question. The question is, the title is poverty, a perennial problem in India, or you can just write poverty. Okay. So here you have to start, you have to write your introductory paragraph, and how you will introduce your topic. It's a common topic here, 2 or 3 lines you can add up by yourself because it's a very basic problem of India. So poverty in India has manifested itself in many ways. It has become one of the major ever continuous problem that our country faces today. Be it landless laborers, street cobblers, rag pickers, vendors or beggars, all of them fall under the category of poor. Even though there has been a decrease in the population of people living below the poverty line, the problem still persists. So you can see the first paragraph they have made up by themselves because the topic was so genuine, so basic topic it was. So that is why, as per the name, as per the topic, first paragraph is just written by basic views here they have presented. Second one, the given bar graph compares the percentage of the population living below the poverty line across different states of India in 2 years, 1973 to 74 and 1999 to 2000. The decrease of the poor population is very evident in all of the states. It comes as an encouraging note that in two of the states the decline has been drastic. So here we have observed already that over the years there is an declination in this bar graph. The black or the dark bar graph is big enough if we'll compare both the graphs with each other. Then the black one is longer as compared to the white. So there's a drastic change over the years in every city. Gujarat has been a decrease of 27% of the poor population from 48% to 50%. Here we can mention the percentage also. A similar decrease of 36% is seen in West Bengal from 63% to 27% within the same time gap. At the same time, many states including Uttar Pradesh, Bihar, Madhya Pradesh and Odisha show a slow decline. So they account for 70% of the poor stratum of the society in 1999 to 2000. Thus, a lot need to be done to completely eradicate this social evil from the country. So here they have mentioned what it is. First of all, they have mentioned where we have got the decrease at the high level and where we have got the difference very less, and afterward in which the condition is just same over the years, that 2 3 4 cities they have mentioned at the last. And while giving percentage also, you can make your comparison in both the paragraphs. So here this bar graph is analyzed very keenly. So see, this kind of bar graph we can get, you will get any kind of map, any kind of charts also can come. So later on, next video we'll talk about any other examples or any more, one or two more sold examples, so that we can clear this topic by talking more and more on this one. So students, I'll provide you solved notes of this one so that you can complete your copies as well. And take care of yourself, stay healthy, stay safe. Thank you.